So right means if there is any ingredient liquid ingredient are present, that time we have to add that in a step, right? Then use mortar and pestle for addition of large quantity of water. Suppose we are using the large amount of water in our ointment, that time there is a suggestion for to use the mortar and pestle, right, for the addition of large quantity of water. Otherwise we have to use the ointment slab or spatula, right? So either we use means there is a condition are given, if you are going to use the large quantity of water, that time there is suggestion for using the pestle mortar and pestle for the trituration purpose. Otherwise there is suggestion for use the ointment slab and spatula, right? Then so this is the our procedure for the trituration method. So it is very simple and very easy procedure. First of all we have to make the fine powder of medicament, then we have to going to calculate the required ointment basis. Then firstly we have to put the all means we have to take a small quantity of ointment on this ointment slab, and after we have to add the solid medicament. With the help of spatula we have to saturate it until the homogeneous product form. And if and along with the add the remaining quantity and remaining quantity of our ointment bases until the medicament mix uniformly, right? Then if there is any liquid ingredient and present, that time we have to add in this step. Then if we have to use the or large quantity of water, that time there is suggestion for use the mortar and pestle for the proper mixing of our preparation, right? So mortar and pestle method of trituration not prefer is as compared to slab method, right? As compared to slab method. So there is a one statement are given, that is it suggests us to means ointment slab is a very commonly usable apparatus for the ointment preparation with the trituration method, right? Means mortar or pestle are not used or not prefer for the ointment preparation, right? Because so there is a reason are given why we should not use the mortar pestle for the preparation of ointment with the trituration method, because there is a two reason are given right behind this, that is a side of the pestle and mortar need to scrap from time to time. So right means by the trituration method, if we going to use the mortar and pestle apparatus for the trituration purpose, so what happened actually, you know, that is the we are use the semi solid kind of ointment basis, right? During the trituration with a mortar or pestle, there is a chances of adhering or adhesion of our solid material to into the side wall of our mortar and pestle. So that's why we need to scrap from it from our whatever the material stick to the our wall of our pestles and mortar time to time, right? Means there is a continuously scrapping whatever the material stick to the our motor pestle of side wall of motor pestle, right? So it is a one other one critical procedure for, right? It is, and during the trituration is not possible, right? That's why there is a prefer for the slab ointment method and slab, right? Ointment slab, right, as compared to the mortar and pestle. So this is our first reason. And our second reason is chances of improper mixing of fine particle of solid medicament. So if you are going to use the mortar and pestle for the preparation of ointment, that time what happened, there is a chances of improper mixing, right? Improper mixing of fine particles of solid material. So due to this also there is a prefer for the slab method for the trituration of our ointment, right? Not a mortar and pestle. So there is a third reason you should remember this, that is a uh, side side of pestle and mortar should need to scrap from time to time, right? And the chances of improper mixing of fine particle of solid medicament, right? So this is the two reason behind this, so you should remember. That's why there is a recommendation for using the ointment slab method, right, for the trituration of our ointment, right? So this is our first method, that is the trituration method, right? So it is all about, it is the most commonly used, right? And if why and when we have to select that method, that is when our base is soft and our medicament is insoluble in bases, that time we have to select this that particular method, right? So let's say there is our another second method, that is a fusion method. Fusion method, this is also, fusion means it is a combination. Fusion means mixing, right? Fusion means it is a mixing. So this is also as similar like our trituration method, right? It is a mixing also. So fusion means it is a means one part and second part and mix with each other, that is a fusion, right? So let's see what is that. When ointment bases contain number of solid ingredient of different melting point, right, like a white beeswax, stearic acid, hard paraffin and cetyl alcohol, right. When ointment bases contain number of solid ingredient of different melting point, suppose our medicament are made, we add when ointment bases contain number of solid ingredient of different melting point, right, different melting point. Suppose our ointment bases contain the different kind of solid medicament with a different melting point. So as like our different melting point of our different melting point substance like a white beeswax, stearic acid, hard paraffin and crystal alcohol, this substance necessary to melt in decreasing order of their melting point. So what happened that we should take the all different kind of melting points substance, and it is necessary to melt in a decreasing order. Suppose we got a white beeswax, stearic acid and hard paraffin and acetyl alcohol, and that is has a different melting point, right, and we have to melt that substance with their melting point in decreasing order. Means first of all higher melting point we have to firstly melt it, afterward another melting point, afterward by this way we have to melt the odd different melting point of substance with their decreasing order, right. That means high melting point substance first and then low melting point, so on, right. Means first of all we have to melt the higher melting point substance, afterward we melt the lower melting point of substance. Likewise we have to repeat this process continuously, right. Then this will avoid overheating of substance have low melting point. Means what happen if we are going to melt the our solid ingredient according to their melting point in a decreasing order. That time what happen, there is a avoiding or prevent the overheating of our substance which have a low melting point. So otherwise क्या होगा, अगर हम लोग इसी ये सीक्वेंस से अगर मेल्ट करते हैं, हायर मेल्टिंग पॉइंट है उससे छोटा, फिर उससे छोटा डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में अगर मेल्ट करते हैं, तो क्या होगा, जो लो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट का जो सब्सटेंस है उसको ओवरहीट नहीं होगा. Means this sequence is preventing the overheating of our substance which have a low melting point, right, would have a low melting point. Otherwise what happen, if we are directly melt it all uh, substance at a same temperature, that time whatever, there's a chances of improper melting of our other higher melting point substance, like, right. And if they were low melting point substance melted or degraded into higher temperature, that's why there is a using recommendation for the proper following the sequence, that is according to their melting point by a decreasing order, right. So by this way we have to melt out our solid ingredient, right, solid ingredient according to their melting point, and it's very necessary because it prevent the overheating of our substance which have a low melting point, right. Then medicament added slowly to melted masses, stirred thoroughly until mass cool down and homogeneous product is formed. So what happened, whatever the solid medicament are we given, and after the proper melting according to decreasing order of its melting point, we have to add the medicament slowly into the melted masses, right, into the melted masses. जो मेल्ट जो हम करेंगे अकॉर्डिंगली उसके मोल्टिंग पॉइंट के हिसाब से जो हम लोग मेल्ट करेंगे, फाइनली मेल्ट होने के बाद हमको क्या करना है, जो मेडिकामेंट है उससे, जो हमारा एक्टिव ड्रग है उससे हमें स्लोली ऐड करना है मेल्टेड मास पे विद थॉरोली स्टरिंग, और उसको स्टर करते रहना है, उसको स्टर करते रहना है अंटिल कब तक, मास कूल डाउन, जब तक जो ऑइंटमेंट बेसिस के मास है वो मेल्ट वाला कूल ना हो तब तक, एंड होमोजेनियस प्रोडक्ट इज फॉर्म, जब तक कूल होके होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर ना फॉर्म हो तब तक उसे स्टर करना है, कैसे, जो मेल्टेड मास है या फिर बेसिस है ऑइंटमेंट बेसिस जो मेल्ट करेंगे हम लोग उससे और मेडिकामेंट Then if any liquid ingredient are present, that should be heated at almost same temperature in the melted masses. If not, two phase will separated, prevent uniform mixing of ingredient. So what happened, there is after the proper mixing of ointment, bases and medicament, and after the cooling, if there is any liquid, any ingredient are present, that time also we have to heated that liquid ingredient at a same temperature, at another petri dish, right? Another petri dish with the same melting point. If we are not uh, melted that liquid ingredient, another extra liquid ingredient, that time what happen, if we without heating it is you added to our preparation, that time what happen, there is a chances of phase separation of our two preparation, ointment basis and medicament. And if there is a phase separation occurred, that time we will not get a uniform मिक्सचर ऑफ इंग्रेडिएंट, राइट, यूनिफॉर्म मिक्सिंग ऑफ इंग्रेडिएंट. सो क्या कहा गया है कि जब हम मेडिकामेंट और जो मिल्टेड मासेस उसे प्रॉपरली मिक्स करेंगे, तब मिक्स करने के बाद अगर आप इंग्रेडिएंट, अगर लिक्विड इंग्रेडिएंट और दूसरे लिक्विड इंग्रेडिएंट भी अगर उसमें ऐड करना है, तो तब जाके क्या करना है, जो लिक्विड इंग्रेडिएंट है उसे सेम टेम्परेचर में हीट करना है. जो ही टेम्परेचर में हम लोग मेल्टेड बेसिस को हीट करेंगे, वो टेम्परेचर में हीट करना है, और हीट करने के बाद उसे फिर स्लोली ऐड करना है मेल्टेड मास में, ठीक है. इफ़ वी आर फेल्स टू मेल्टिंग दी और लिक्विड इंग्रेडिएंट, अगर हम लोग मेल्ट नहीं करेंगे या फिर इसे डायरेक्टली ऐड करेंगे, तो क्या होगा, देयर इज जो हमारे ऑइंटमेंट बनेगा उसका जो फेस सेपरेशन होने का चांसेस रहेगा. अगर फेस सेपरेशन होता है तो यूनिफॉर्म मिक्सिंग भी नहीं होगा, ठीक है. That's why it is very necessary. Then after mixing two portions, stirring should done uniformly to make a homogeneous mixture. After the addition of our all excipients and liquid ingredient and other solid ingredient and bases, we have to stirring that preparation uniformly to make a homogeneous mixture. तो हमें उसे continuously stir करना है जब तक हमें homogeneous mixture नहीं मिलेगा, ठीक है. Then there is a use the stirrer, means stirring should done thoroughly, not rapid and vigorously. So rapid and vigorous cooling should avoid when ointment has begun to thicken, otherwise air will be interrupt in ointment. So what happened, there is a one suggestion are given, that is the during the stirring we have to avoid the rapid and vigorous cooling of that product. मीन्स व्हाट हैपन, जब हम लोग स्टर करेंगे तो उसे रैपिडली उसको स्टर कर, मतलब कंटिन्यूसली उसे स्टर करते रहना है, देन स्टर करते रहना है, और उसे ऐसी इसी नॉर्मल इन्वायरमेंट में उससे कूल होने देना है, ना कि उसे एकदम फ्रीज़र में डालना है या फिर आइस बॉक्स में डालना है. मतलब उसे रैपिडली और विगरसली कूल नहीं करना है, उसे कंटिन्यूसली स्टर करते करते उसे कूल करना है. इफ़ रैपिडली एंड विगरस कूलिंग शुड अवॉइड, जो रैपिड और विगरस कूलिंग है उसे अवॉइड करना चाहिए, मतलब उसे डायरेक्टली फ्रीज में या फिर आइस बॉक्स में नहीं रखना चाहिए. व्हेन ऑइंटमेंट हैज़ बिगन टू थिकन and during the stirring, there is a one precaution should given, there is a does not occurring the does not happen the interrupt of air into the ointment. मतलब जब हम स्टर करेंगे तब क्या होगा, स्टर करते करते हमें सिचुएशन को ध्यान में रखना है कि उसमें एयर इंटरप्ट ना हो, मतलब ऑइंटमेंट में एयर ना भरे, ठीक है. इसलिए अच्छे से उसे कंटिन्यूसली स्टर करते रहना है. Then sometime due to rapid cooling of melt masses, waxy solid separated from ointment. So in a particular occasion or situation, what happen means it is a sometime condition, means it is occasionally happen if due to the rapid cooling of our melted masses, suppose we accidentally rapidly cool our melted masses, that time what happen, the waxy, whatever the waxy material present in the solid our preparation, that time the waxy solids are separated from the ointment. जो बेसिस वगैरह जो यूज़ करेंगे वो सेपरेट हो जाएगा ऑइंटमेंट से, इसलिए रैपिड कूलिंग को अवॉइड करना है. if this condition will happen, that time what should we do, that is we can make uniform by remelting over water bath and again stirring until cool. तो हमें क्या करना है, अगर ऐसी कंडीशन फेस होता है, सेपरेट होता है, तब जाके क्या करना है, उससे रीमेल्ट करना है वाटर बाथ पे, और दोबारा से उससे स्टर करना है जब तक वो कूल नहीं होगा या फिर कोल्ड नहीं होगा. इट कैन मेक यूनिफॉर्म बाय remelting over water bath and again tied until cold.